Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andy Malecki, and I am a park employee here at Allegany State Park. Prior to my existence as a park employee, I was also involved with the Historical Society here at the park as acting president on and off for a period of 12 years. And prior to that, in my younger years, I have spent time on my own researching Allegany State Park. Today we're going to talk about the beginning of Allegany State Park, how it was formed, and the early years, and what it was like being here then. The whole reason why this park formed is because residents felt on this side of the state, in western New York, that they wanted a similar experience to what Adirondack Park provides for other residents on other parts of New York State. So a meeting with the Buffalo Society of Natural Sciences for the preservation of birds and game and fish was held with lawmakers to discuss the Allegany State Park project. They did allow a committee to be appointed to start working on a park proposal project. So prior to 1921, the Ames Bill was written. Within the Ames Bill, it allotted for the creation of Allegany State Park and was submitted to legislature. Unfortunately, the bill was denied by Governor Nathan Miller as funding was not available at that time. In return, residents of Western New York agreed to match funds to help form the park, and the bill was passed. We started off here today in this area of Quaker Run within 7,150 acres as opposed to the 65,000 that we have today. The park started off in this area called Frex, which was a hamlet within the township of Red House. Now Frex was this own area. It was a lumber camp that existed in this area prior to the park's existence. In the 1800s, logging was very important to this area prior to the park's existence, as in the mid-1800s, logging was a large industry where there were rail lines through, trees were being stripped bare as western expansion out west was being developed. So with that said, many residents lived in this area and worked at the mill. That was the H.C. Frex lumber mill. As that industry died off and the lands were stripped bare, farming came next. So there was no need for the lumber camp as it closed. Then at that time, the state looked at purchasing this area first as the abandoned lumber camp, as well as later on adding additional lands that were given to New York State that would have been more way in that direction, several miles over, that were given to New York State in 1814 in exchange for the right-of-way for the Erie Canal to be built. And that's what formed the beginning of Allegany State Park here today. I'm just going to show you a photo to give you an idea of what this area looked like. If you look at this photo here, this picture would have been taken if you would have been standing down the road this way at about where the intersection of ASP 1 and 3 come together, roughly about there. Right here where you see this old phone booth used to exist this building. That was the very first park headquarters before the administration building came on Red House side. That was in 1928. So again, Quaker did come before Red House, as this area was the very start of Allegany State Park.